All right, college football hour number 2, Idaho Sports Talk on this Wednesday. We are Prater in the Ballgame and appreciate you guys with us. Turning the video cameras on here in the rowpaint.com studio. We'll give you a chance to get to Biscuit and Hogs this hour. Rock Jocks and Pop Culture coming up. We'll also talk about, I got a really weird prediction in college football I'm going to talk about, and I want to see what Prater's going to say to that. But first, JP, cue us up. Fair or foul?
You got it. There's
Today's
some
topic.
funky music for you, Johnny.
Play that funky music, Peasy. Today's fair or foul topic, it's tailgating. You know, something a lot of us do. A lot of people are going to be doing this. Thousands of people outside Albertson Stadium. Certainly they hope before Saturday's home opening kickoff. And what type of behavior? We want you to play at home on this. Texting 208-424-9300. Prater, you're up first today.
Let's do it.
Frozen, pre-formed hamburger patties. Fair or foul to bring that to your tailgate?
I think any kind of food is fair at a tailgate party. So you're looking for simple. You're not looking for fancy. You're just trying to suck down some food, create a little smell, create a little taste, have some fun, and get inside for the football game. I got no problem with that whatsoever.
JP?
Why would you have a problem with frozen hamburger patties? I think it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can buy as many as you want. If you don't use them all, you can throw them back in the freezer and use them next time around.
Just don't do it at home. Just don't make frozen hamburger patties at home.
Oh, so it's okay for the tailgate, but not at your house.
Yeah,
okay.
because the tailgate, you're not looking for. I mean, for some people, a tailgate spread is fancy. Others, it's just get out there and create some smells and some sounds and have some fun.
Okay.
Just don't do the frozen hamburger patty thing at home.
JP, do.
I'm guessing that JP does.
I do too, Prater. I like the Costco bags of the frozen patties, man. I'll throw those on.
You guys are disgusting.
They aren't frozen per se, but they are store-bought purchased patties most of the time. My wife does the shopping, Prater. You can't blame me for that.
I'm blaming you.
JP, you always throw your wife under the bus on this show.
She does
too,
all
man.
the shopping, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
sorry,
that's
Jerry.
a funny one.
Sorry, babe. Love you.
Okay, I'll stay with the meat topic on this, JP. Cooking your meat, anything beyond medium at a tailgate party. I know you're cooking for a lot of different people. You're not exactly taking orders. You're probably not going to go rare. I don't think you should go obviously well done or whatnot. Anything beyond medium?
I would say that that's probably fair. Although if you were serving it to somebody and somebody prefers their meat a little more well done, do they have the option to come back to you and say, Johnny, can you throw this back on the grill just for a little bit longer? So I would say yes, because that way you can't go wrong. If the guy can come back and say, I need this cooked just a little bit more, but then you got the people that like it medium rare, rare, whatever. I like my meat cooked a little bit more than most people.
You do.
But medium, I can do medium, but I'm a little more medium well.
Forrest?
Are we talking about the frozen hamburger patties?
Everything on the grill.
You don't want to eat, half raw.
Cooking your meat, anything beyond medium?
Yeah, no. If you're cooking for the masses and you're not taking individual orders, somewhere between medium rare to medium is probably the wheelhouse for 90% of the people. So I think that's fair. Now, if we're talking about those frozen hamburger patties, I'm guessing by the time any of those are served, they're like frisbees. They're like 99% cooked for JP,
pucks,
and you can use them as hockey pucks or frisbees. Those things take about 10 seconds to cook, so you got to be careful with those things.
All right, Prater, eat and run at a tailgate party. You pop by, you eat the food. See ya, I'm going. Is that fair or foul to eat and run at a tailgate?
Seems like that's fair. Everybody's on the move. Everybody's mobile. Everybody's fluid and running around and trying to be social. At a tailgate party, I think that's absolutely fair.
JP?
I would say that's also fair. You might have other places, other people's tailgate parties you want to stop by.
Exactly.
You have things to do. You have people to see. You have, commitments to other people. You just want to make sure that you give very good thanks to your host for the tailgate party that you just slammed down their food. So, yes.
Okay, JP, showing up empty-handed to a tailgate party outside a stadium, fair or foul?
Were you invited to this, or you just run into somebody you know?
I'm gonna say you were casually invited. Hey, swing on by our tailgate. We're in the same spot as we always are. See you there, type of thing. Is that fair or foul? You show up empty-handed.
That's a good one. I would have to say you probably want to bring something. Even if you aren't, maybe you bring the beer. If you're not going to bring food, bring a couple of drinks or something. But if you're just kind of casually stop by, but I don't know. I say it's.
I've stumped you.
Yes, you kind of have stumped me on that one. If you say, hey, you're coming to my tailgate party before the game, right, and hanging out, then you bring something. If it's like, hey, just swing on by, then I think you can show up a little empty-handed. Can I 50-50 that?
I guess. I mean, you kind of did, yeah. What do you think, Prater?
If you're invited to a no, under no circumstances do you have to take anything to a tailgate party. Tailgate parties are not like parties at your house. They're kind of they're just kind of fluid parties. Now, you need to be if you're going to go tailgate for a couple of hours, you need to be responsible for what you're drinking. But if you showed up at a tailgate party and grabbed a hamburger and a beer out of a buddy's thing and didn't leave anything, that's 1,000% fair. That's what tailgate parties are for.
Prater, double dipping when no one is watching.
What is double dipping
at a tailgate party?
What do you mean double dipping?
You grab a carrot.
Oh, I see.
You dip it in the ranch. You eat. I mean, it's a full carrot. You eat half of it, and then you go back and you dip it again. No one is watching. Double dipping, fair or foul?
That sounds like something you would do because nobody's watching. You've got these morals. You've got these morals based on who's watching you. So no, just don't double dip ever. That's just gross. Be a better human being.
Double dipping under no circumstances is okay, Johnny. Even if nobody is watching. As a matter of fact, if you're sitting down with a bunch of nachos yourself, that's the only time you could double dip if you're the only one eating the food.
But Johnny's the kind of guy that leaves the cart in the parking lot and trashes hotel rooms.
Right. Trashes hotel rooms and leaves the cart.
He's going to watch.
Despicable human.
He's going to watch as people turn their back, and he's going to double dip into the ranch 5 different times because that's just the kind of person.
Here's when you should calling somebody out for double dipping. Would that be fair or foul, Johnny? If you double dipped and I said, Johnny, come on, man, other people are eating that. Would that be fair or foul? I'm throwing one back at you.
I think that's fair. If you catch some turd double dipping at a big tailgate party, like, dude, come on. I mean, if it was a kid, you don't call them out. But if it's an adult, you call the adult out. Now, just one more quick clarification. Okay, say it's a piece of celery, Prater, a decent sized piece, say 4 inches of celery. And I dip that in and I eat about half of it and I turn the piece over.
No.
So nothing that touched my mouth. I double dip on the other end, Prater.
Your fingers touch the other end.
Yeah, no. No, thank you.
Not even if I reverse it.
Because your fingers have touched it and your fingers are disgusting.
And you should call out a kid for doing that because he needs to be taught early on that you don't double dip.
12-year-old kid, hey, Sonny boy, don't double dip at my tailgate.
Like, yeah, take another chip. Don't double dip. Wow, that's a good saying. Take another chip, don't double dip.
JP, tucking your jersey into your jeans or your shorts or whatever, kind of like some guy named Nate Shellman does walking around this office.
Does that?
He tucks his jersey into his pants. Fair or foul?
I don't wear a jersey. I probably will never wear a jersey, but I would say that that's foul. Jerseys are not meant to be tucked, I don't believe. So it's probably a fashion statement, but I'd say no. That's foul.
Yeah.
Don't tuck your jersey.
Prater, I mean,
that's up to you. It's a personal choice. I'm not going to tell another person how to dress. If they feel like tucking their shirt in, they tuck their. I don't care if it's a jersey or a collared shirt or a polo shirt. If that's your style and that's what makes you comfortable, do you, bud? Do you?
How about Prater bragging about how awesome your tailgate party is? Is that fair or foul?
Foul. Bragging. Period. Foul. End of conversation. Bragging.
JP?
Foul.
You're here in the break room. KTIK, we're hanging around, walking around. Hey, my tailgate party is bragging about your tailgate party.
Well, I would say that's probably, that's foul. I mean, what are you going to say? My chili, isn't this chili I made for you people the best chili ever? Isn't this hockey puck hamburger the greatest thing you've ever eaten? How do you like your meat cooked? I cook it exactly perfectly. Don't I?
Yeah, the guy who brags about his tailgate party.
No. Foul. Foul. Bragging? Why would you brag? What made you think of that?
I'm sitting at the desk and I come up with these, man. Yeah, bragging about how awesome your party is. A lot of people brag about, hey, my tailgate party. Anyway, I'll move on. Not having a television set up somewhere at your tailgate party. This seems like an essential these days. There's games on JP, fair or foul, not having any form of like TV entertainment, no other games on?
I would say that that's fair because you might have Bob Beeler, you might have Mike Prater and Rick Worthington on listening to the pregame show. You might, there might be a TV right across from you in the tailgate area. I don't think you have to be watching another game. You can watch stuff on your phone. You bring your phone, you pull up your app, you're watching a game on you. If you want to score that bad or want to watch a game that bad, go to somebody else's tailgate. I'm going to say no. That's kind of a good point. Fair.
Yeah, I'm with JP on this one. Most tailgate parties don't have televisions. Plenty do, and some of those setups are really sweet and really nice. But fire up the radio. You don't need a television. I'm not gonna carry around the television set so you can watch TV for 90 minutes before a football game.
You're supposed to be socializing anyways, Johnny.
I'm for you. If whether it's a pregame show with Prater and those guys or it's music, whatever. I mean, yeah, I could go for a boom box playing some music or some pregame stuff. Absolutely. Mike Prater, sitting in a random chair at a tailgate party that you didn't bring. Would you just go sit in somebody's chair? Fair or foul? It
depends on the situation. Are you going to sit there for an hour, or is a pregnant woman standing over your shoulder? I mean, yeah, it just depends on the situation. Read the room.
I think if there's an empty seat there, it's absolutely fair that you can park your butt there for a while. If somebody comes up and they look at you funny and you say, "Oh, is this your seat?" Then you get your butt out and you go find a different seat.
There you go. I like it.
Okay, JP, you bring nothing to this party.
I brought nothing.
Let's say you have 3 or more alcoholic beverages at a tailgate party. You didn't bring anything to. Okay. Fair or foul? Like if I went to your party and I had 4 beers, I didn't bring anything. Thanks for inviting me. I mean, is that fair or foul? 3 or more.
How long have you been hanging out at the tailgate party?
I mean, as long as it takes you to guzzle 4 beers, I don't know. What's that? 45 minutes, an hour, whatever. I don't know. I mean, you go there and you drink several drinks. Okay. At a party that you didn't bring anything.
I will say like Prater, read the room. If you open up a cooler and there is a buttload of beers in there and drinks and alcoholic beverages, and you're not gonna, take somebody else's beverage away from them by drinking 4 in 45 minutes, then I think it's okay. But if you look in there and you're like, oh man, I'm on my second beer and there's only 2 left, I'm going to hammer both of those, then that would be foul. That'd be foul, Johnny. Why do we think that Johnny is
Johnny's trying to figure out rules for his own tailgating lifestyle? I think here, who would show up at a fantasy football draft, chug 4 beers, and then leave in 20 minutes and not come back?
You heard that? They talked about that.
Who would do that? Who would show up at a tailgate party, chug 4 beers in 20 minutes, and then leave? Be better than that.
I think it was 2 beers, by the way, at that party, Prater. I don't think it was 4, but I did do that. I had a couple of. Okay. All right, Prater. Taking a leak in the bushes.
No.
Fair or foul?
No. Stop it. No.
So that's a foul then?
Yes.
JP.
Absolutely foul. This is a public place. There are children roaming around, Johnny.
You guys.
I mean, what? This isn't.
Or behind a car that no one can see. Guys, man.
No.
That's the reason.
Once again, Johnny's showing his true self. So
maybe if you weren't hammering everybody's 4 beers in 45 minutes, you wouldn't have to leak behind a car, Johnny. No, foul.
There's porta potties all over the place. Don't be the lazy scumbag who leaves the shopping cart in the parking lot.
Prater's getting kind of personal with this. Okay.
I'm a little grumpy today.
Showing up to a random tailgate and just asking, hey, you mind if I hang out at your tailgate? Is that fair or foul, JP?
Do you know anybody at this
Not a single person.
Then absolutely, that's foul. That's foul. You can't just go over and say, I smelled your barbecue. I'd really like some of it. Can I just join in?
Yeah.
And hammer 4 beers in 45 minutes and then go leak behind your car?
You guys.
No. I'd say no. Johnny, no, you can't do that.
I think we're deciding that we don't want to go tailgating with Johnny ever.
You guys think that this is what I would do? I'm just coming up with these scenarios.
No,
it's not exactly what I would do.
I think most of these things are things you would do, and you're just looking for justification on whether it's accurate or right or not.
So, Prater, you wouldn't go to a random tailgate. You're at a random game, and hey, you're in the scene. Hey, you mind if I hang out with you guys?
No.
I'm Mike Prater and all this stuff.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. 0% chance that's going to happen.
All right, guys. Well done. Well played. Fair or foul, tailgating do's and don'ts, tailgating etiquette. Many of you will be tailgating for the first time this season, obviously, for the home opener. So leave you guys with that. Is Alabama actually in trouble this season? Well, let's talk. College Football Hour continuing. Prater in the Ballgame, Idaho Sports Talk, KTIK The Ticket.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studios, this is